Think about the dumbest person you know. I'm talking about the dumbest, most idiotic, most drained of logic human being to ever exist. I'm talking about so stupid that when he walks around other men, other women, other children, other animals, the environment becomes dumber. I'm talking about so stupid that if you look inside their brain or where their brain is supposed to be, there's just spaghetti flying around. It's literally just stuffed animals and spaghetti flying around. There's nothing up there. Think about this person. That's the happiest person you've ever met, isn't it? Nah, hear me out. Look, I'm dead serious. Being stupid is the greatest thing ever. You're not aware to anything. There's nothing better in this generation, the inflation era. You're not living in reality. Who wants to live in reality? And I'm not trying to say I'm smart because I'm stupid myself. Dead serious. I'm stupid myself, but I'm not that level. I'm not the oblivious stupid where you can just crash your car and be like, oh man, I crashed my car. I might not see the next day. I'm dead. Hey, listen, imagine somebody lose $10,000 and not bat an eye. Just be like, ah, shucks, I lose $10,000. Neck wide open. Dead serious. Wrist wide open. Dead serious. Stomach wide open. Dead serious. Bathtub time. Dead serious. I might not see that next day. I might not see the next hour. I'm not saying that I'm actually gonna do it, but I didn't say anything. Yes, I did. Have you ever cooked once? You gotta get the food out, you gotta cook it, sit there for 3 hours cooking. You gotta get the vegetables out, you gotta cut the vegetables up, you wash your hands after every single time you cut vegetables. You gotta sit there, fry it, pan sear it, bake it, and when you get it out, you gotta taste it. Or I gotta get these measurements for the salt and the pepper and the... You spent like 5 hours cooking and you spent like 5 minutes eating. You cut on your YouTube video, that's like 30 minutes, or you cut on a movie that's like 3 hours, you eat your food in 5 minutes and sit there like, bro, was it even worth it, bro? And then there's the people that just give up and just buy DoorDash when they could have went to the store, got it for $10, and they just spent like $50 on DoorDash for the same food. Now the food soggy, the food cold, and now you having post DoorDash clarity. Now you want to kill yourself. I'm dead. Hey, listen, next thing you know, rent due the next month, and then you begging on a timeline for money. They like, oh no, I gotta pay my bills. I shouldn't have bought that. You looking at all your transactions, you seeing all these Uber Eats, DoorDash transactions, because you ain't want to cook. And even when you do cook, you go to the supermarket, you gotta be like, okay, this is $3, and but if I can get the coupon and get it's the sale. And idiots don't think like this. A stupid person can cook a 4-hour meal, finish it in 10 minutes, and don't think twice about it. They're not aware. They're just like, I cooked a meal, I ate. They cut on a movie. The movie could be trash, garbage, worst movie of all time. They could be watching something like Bongo the Killer Clown. Don't know what they doing, just watching anything. Be on Tubi watching the worst movie of all time. But then you have the super intellectuals, the movie critics, who gotta go see the movie in IMAX 70. I gotta have it in 4K. I gotta look for the torrent. Real niggas use torrents, by the way. I gotta wait for it to come out on the Blu-ray. I gotta make sure it's... Listen, if you ever ventured into the 4K world, you don't come out. That's all I'm saying. Once you go 4K, you don't go back. Dead serious. I know better than anybody. Somebody could take a movie, watch it in 240p on 123 movies, and have an even better experience than you did while you was watching in Dolby Vision, IMAX, 4K, HDR, everything. You could have done all those things, and that person that was watching it in 240p while it was lagging and everything, they didn't even have no food. They was on empty stomachs, straight water for dinner. Ain't no snacks. You had all the snacks in the world. They had no snacks. They was straight starving, but they had a better time than you did. They don't look at movies like that. They just go to see a movie. It's just, oh, I had fun watching the movie, even though they couldn't even see nothing. The video was in cam quality. Somebody stood up during the movie. It was recorded in a movie theater. Somebody was illegally recorded. Somebody done turned the camera around, was like, yo, this the best part. And they was having fun. You didn't do that. If that happened during the movie, you would have been so disgusted. You would have just went in bed and cried yourself to sleep. Dead serious. But they can do that. You can't. I'm not gonna lie, there's subhumans walking among us. Literally. These people, I don't even think these people are real. That's why people call them NPCs. I call them great people. Y'all call them NPCs. I call them intellectuals. Dead serious. These are the greatest people walking. You go outside and all you see is chaos. You live in a hood. All you see is degeneracy and chaos. This dude over here goes outside and all he sees is sunshine and rainbows. Look at the trees. Whole time he on MLK Boulevard. He almost gets shot in a drive-by and he's smiling. He laughing, thinking it's funny. You would look at him like, bro, are you dumb? Yes, he is dumb. He's one of the greatest people ever. He's making it out of that situation with no PTSD, no trauma, no nothing. He's literally living it up. He's basically in heaven. Being stupid is like being on drugs 24/7. A lot of people take drugs to escape their problems. And a lot of people don't have problems because problems don't exist in their world. There's no such thing as problems. What is a problem? Let me guess. You're around the age of 16 to about 28. You don't really enjoy your life that much. You got a lot of problems. Some of them are fake, some of them are real. Some days you just be sitting there like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I don't wanna do this no more, bro. Let me guess again. You watch a lot of video essays, true crime, conspiracy theory videos. Some of y'all be watching red pill videos. I don't know. You watched 80 conspiracy theory videos. You're woken up to the world, you get into your spiritual mode. You start seeing everybody differently. You go outside, you see everybody as bums and NPCs and sheeps and this and that. Whole time the other dude goes outside and it's just looking at the stray cats, just walking down the street happy, he ain't got no money in his pocket, he good. Who's really better off? Whose vibrations are really higher? You always talk about, oh, I gotta wake up this. No, I'm going to sleep. I don't want to be woken up again. Stop waking me up. When was the last time you had fun waking up? When you woke up this morning, what was the first thought you had? It wasn't good, was it? The anxiety started rushing back. You started thinking, oh my God, bro, I got this too. Somebody that's watching this video right now saw something today and interpreted it in a way that most other people wouldn't have, and it ruined their whole day. You were at your dumbest when you were a kid, and that's probably the most fun you had in your life when you was a kid. You was either a kid or a teenager. Once you got to be an adult, it flatlined, didn't it? You became too aware of everything. It's not people be like, oh, but I gotta pay bills, and that's being aware. Some people don't think of bills, they just pay them. Even if there's $0 in their bank account after, they good. They're just like, oh well. Let me give you another example. When you go in the mirror, remember when you was a kid just playing with stuffed animals and toys and dinosaurs all day? And then one day you just got conscious, real conscious. You started getting into puberty. You started looking in the mirror. Oh, my eyes, my lips, my jaws. You started looking at videos online about looks maxing and all. What is this stuff? And then you started getting into it. You looked in the mirror, you start realizing you got a whole bunch of flaws and weird traits that you can't fix. Oh, I need the plastic surgery. I don't know half these terms that y'all be talking about. I be talking about Canthal, tilts, and I don't even know what this stuff is. But now that I know what it is, y'all done cursed me with the knowledge. You can't be insecure unless you're aware. Insecurities only come from being aware. If you're not aware of it, it doesn't exist. Everybody has experienced this. If you don't experience this, this is a canon moment in your childhood. Remember that time where your mom or your dad or your homie or somebody told you about something that's gonna happen in like 60, 70 years, and then you got scared and thought the world was gonna end, and you were just scared of it every day? This is that same concept. Every time you're aware of something new, the world becomes different. Let's say you look outside. You start looking up at the little things, the streaks going in the air, the chemtrails. You look up at the chemtrails and you're like, wow, airplane in the sky. And then dude to the left is like, the government's controlling us. They're controlling the weather. The government's controlling the weather and the planes and the Illuminati and you see what I mean? It's two different people. Because you can't control that. I can see if you can control it, then it's different. It's not like you're being physically oppressed. It's just something you can't control. It's too many people worry about things they cannot control. Even if it's something that's actively affecting you, if you don't believe it to affect you, it's not affecting you. It's like if somebody says an insult to you, somebody tries to insult you, but you don't care. Mentally, you don't care. They didn't really insult you. They tried to, but it didn't hit. So did they really insult you? But you get somebody that's egotistical and can't be insulted and always has to defend himself. You say one thing to him, his whole world crumbles. But he will look at you and call you weak because you let people say whatever they want to you. You're literally protected spiritually when you're an idiot. You can't be affected by anything. You could work the worst job in the world. You can have the worst home life in the world, and you just don't believe it to be a bad thing. And it's not a bad thing. There's no such thing as bad if you don't believe it to be bad. Even though my pet peeve is stupid people, I still envy stupid people. I'm aware of too many things. And I think a lot of y'all here are aware of things that you wish you weren't aware of. You ever see something happen and the way you interpret it in your brain was different from everyone else and it ruined your whole week. You can't even enjoy half the things you want to enjoy because you're too aware. You're looking too deep into things. You overthink everything. Imagine people that don't overthink nothing. I noticed this because of the influx of Matrix people, the people that love this whole escape the Matrix thing. But if you notice in those communities, most of those people are just red pill raging. People on the left too that just talk about news all day. You don't seem at peace. And then there's people that just don't care about it at all. And those are usually the happiest people. You trying to go to sleep and you thinking about the ice wall, 9/11, all these conspiracies, spirituality, and I gotta heighten my vibrations and do all this. Whole time the other dude that don't care about none of that is knee deep in his dream tasting a rainbow. Pause, wait, hold on. We're gonna put a little pause on that one. Tasting a rainbow is crazy. I don't know what that has too many implications, but you understand. Always see people online asking, what are we supposed to be doing? I'm an idiot. I do whatever I want to do, no matter how bad it is. I don't feel pain. I don't feel mental pain. I don't know what depression is. It's not real. The only time being smart is better than being stupid is when you've utilized it to the point where you've accumulated so many accomplishments or financial gain that you can live like a stupid person. See, an idiot needs everything done for them. An idiot needs somebody to cook for them. An idiot needs somebody to clean for them. An idiot needs somebody to tie their shoes. Because why? They don't know how to do it themselves. They're incapable of doing these things. They need all these automated systems and people to help them out. When you're rich, none of that matters. You don't have to do anything for yourself. You ever notice how rich people seem like they're just completely devoid of logic? It's like, why would you do that? Like, they're so dumb. Like, why am I not in that position? It's because they're stupid. They're in that position because they're stupid. They're ahead of you because they're stupid. All getting rich is taking risks that most people won't take. And being stupid helps that tremendously. Now, here's the thing. A lot of stupid people don't care to even try those things. But when they do care to try those things, they don't interpret a loss as the end of the world. They interpret a loss as, oh, well, oh, I just lost $5,000 in one day. And, okay, you lose $5,000, you literally having a panic attack. You almost killed yourself. You ain't even gonna see the light of day tomorrow. Am I lying? You can do whatever you want when you're dumb. It don't matter what it is. You have unlimited tries when you're dumb. There's no such thing as failure if you're stupid. Because no, you didn't. Oh, I failed? Okay. And is success even real? Because I can be happier than the most successful man of all time. Who's more successful at the end of the day? Now, usually people think, oh, once I get these things, I'm gonna be happy. But there's someone with less that's already happy. They're already ahead of you while having less than you. For you to be happy, you have to go get $1 million. You gotta have a Mercedes in the garage. You gotta have a big house. You gotta have a nice wife or a nice husband. You gotta have all these things. Some people could live in a literal garage for the rest of their life. They can have a fridge, a shower, a car, and a computer in there, and they good, happy. That sounds good to me. I mean, hey, am I the only one? That's all I need, bro. I'm dead serious. That's all I need. That's all the essentials right there. And it's a car in there too. Come on, son. As long as I don't got nobody bothering me, I am good. That's peak life. I know there's people in here like, bro, no, I need this. Bro, hey, a lot of y'all ain't here, no ball. That's all you need, bro. Stupid people will make the worst decision you've ever seen in your life and won't bat an eye. And I think about bills and I think about rent due. They could be getting evicted the next day and still don't care. They're just like, I'm getting evicted tomorrow. Yeah, I gotta find another house. Gotta apply for these jobs. I don't have a job right now. How much money you got, bro? It's like $10 in my bank account. I wish I was like that. That gotta be the greatest feeling ever. You're chosen. A lot of people be like, oh, I gotta escape the matrix and I gotta get out and I gotta escape and become rich. And if you're like ignorant to things and oblivious to things and you don't be there most of the time, you're not mentally aware, you're not mentally present half the time, you're chosen. I could see if you're like a kid, but if you're not and you're at like the age of 20, mid-20s, you better keep it like that. I'm telling you, you better keep it like that. Don't start watching conspiracy theories. Don't start watching them YouTube shorts. Once you start realizing things, it's gonna get serious. Once it gets serious, it never gets unserious. Dead serious. Dead serious. Would I reset my entire brain to be an idiot? I mean, I've gotten too far in my journey, so no, because I've done too much. I feel like that would just be a waste of everything. But if I could start over again, take all my IQ, take it, reduce it to 20. Just make me subhuman. Matter of fact, make me an animal. I want to be a cat. I'm finna be a gorilla, just running around the jungle, swinging on. That's a little racist. Let me be a tiger, bro. Just running through the jungle. Matter of fact, don't even let me be a tiger. Let me be a door handle. I want to be an inanimate object. How about that? I don't even have a brain. No brain, because tigers got brains. I don't want a brain. Have you ever met a cat? An animal? A dog? Dogs are the happiest animals ever. Just be jumping around all the time, wagging their tail, just ready to play all day. Don't got no bills, no nothing. Just be in the house freeloading. They don't do nothing all day and they happier. Way happier than you. They can eat the same food every day. They're gonna be happy. They can play with the same toys every day. They can go on the same walk every day. They can sit in the same room playing with the same people every single day for the rest of their life for 18 straight years. So they die a tragic death and they don't care. They have the greatest life ever. The whole time you got a mansion, you got a Mercedes, you got a BMW, you got a Lambo, you got all these things. You just down. Some of y'all don't got any of those things. You knee deep in the trenches, got to work 9 to 5. You broke, probably don't got no job. Yeah, you depressed. I understand, but it's like there's levels to this life enjoyment thing. Have you ever noticed in school, the gifted kids, when they got to about college or high school, they were usually depressed. The not smart kids and the unintelligent kids and the slow kids or whatever didn't have those same problems. They usually were just oblivious. They were like, I don't really care. Oh, I got a C. Yay. Then the kid that got a 95 is like, oh my God, I can't believe I didn't get a 97. I could have got an A+. Whole time you got a C. You barely studied. He was up all night and you good. You get another one. Because let's say you're writing an essay for school. Let's say college, high school don't matter. You got the stupid kid. He gets on his computer, starts typing. Don't know what he doing. Just typing literally anything. His essay sucks. And then the smart kid gets on his computer. He takes all night to finish his essay. He don't even finish it because he has to perfect it. Oh, I gotta make sure the thesis and the thing. And dumb kid was done 9 hours ago. You spent all that time overthinking because you had to make sure everything was perfect. Then when you graduated, you realized none of this really mattered. The dumb kid is still happy. Now you worrying about, oh, the college, I gotta go to these Ivy Leagues and they're not gonna accept me to my scholarship. Dumb kid's still happy. He's at community college. Now you at this Ivy League school. Now you knee deep in debt. You finally finish, get your PhD. Dumb kid's married. Dumb kid got a regular old job. Whole time you making big money. You making 200K, 300K, 400K a year. You a doctor. You in a hospital all day, 22 hours a day, 36 hours a day, 48 hours a day. Can't even live your life. Can't even spend the money. Stressing all the time. The dumb kid's about 30, got 3 kids, happy, grilling outside in the summer. Whole time you knee deep in somebody's stomach trying to fix their kidney or something. Miserable, knees hurt, you almost died, you on like 18 Red Bulls. The dumb kid is fast asleep. This is what it looks like. Let's say there's a race with no rules. You're running, he's in a car. There's no reason for you to be running. But when you do get to that finish line, people are gonna applaud you for it. But the prize is the same. The prize is happiness. The prize, people cheering, yeah, and that's gonna make you happy. The kid gets there, they cheer for him a little bit, but he's happy he got to the prize. You're running a 100-mile race. He got there in 1 hour. It took you 30 years to get there. They're finally cheering for you. They're going crazy. The crowd's going crazy. And they tell you, oh, you got another 20 miles left. Finally get to the PhD. You got another 20 miles left. Now you got to work every day for the rest of your life. Yeah, you got your Mercedes. You still in debt. All these problems just keep piling up and piling up and piling up because you got to keep going up. I got to keep going up. I got to keep going up. The whole time the dumb kid don't got to do that. He's happy with whatever he got. He was just born like that. That's just how he is. But you would look at him and call him a bum. He never accomplished nothing. He's dirty. He's lazy. He never did this. He never did that. If you never got to where you wanted to be, and even if you did get to where you wanted to be, you stressed the entire time just to get to where he was 12 years ago, what does that make you? Oh, I'm happy with all this. But you still got to go to work and you hate it. He go to work and his job sucks. But he doesn't see that. He just goes to work, singing a tune, whistling. He's barely making anything and you stressing. So let's say you spend your entire life stressing. You get to about 28, you're a millionaire and you're happy. You're content with your life. You went to therapy. You solved all your trauma related issues that you had. You got past everything. You're happy. Now you're on a different level than he is, even though y'all are still on the same level. So you can't really win against a dumb person. They don't overthink nothing. They in the same class you in. They got the same degree you got. They did way less work and stressed way less. They're gonna have a smile on their face tomorrow. They're gonna have a smile on their face when they miss that deadline. They're gonna have a smile on their face forever. You don't. Yours is crooked. You haven't smiled in 6 years. Nah, seriously. When was the last time you genuinely smiled? We're not talking about your homie said something was funny type smile or you was watching a funny video smile. We're talking about out of just joy. Like, I'm having a good day. Wow. When was the last time you smiled? It was a long time ago, was it? Somebody probably like, it was today, bro. We're not talking to you, bro. You probably one of the chosen ones. We don't like you. You're not safe here. This is not a safe place for you right now, bro. If you could reset your brain to live completely ignorant, you know nothing about nothing. You forget all the conspiracies. You forget all the problems. You forget you start clean like a kid, like a 10-year-old that's just entering puberty. Would you do it? And how would you go about it this time? Because you probably looked up a lot of things that you probably shouldn't have looked up because when you did, you started seeing the world differently. I heard a quote that was like, if you're in a haunted house, the man that believes in ghosts will always be scared, but the man that doesn't believe in ghosts will never be scared. But what about the secret third thing? A man that doesn't even know what ghosts are. So you look outside, imagine that actual ghost appears. Then what? The man that believes in it is having a panic attack. He full on seizure. He's dead. He's done. The man that didn't believe in a ghost is in shock. He's like, wow, I'm actually seeing a real ghost. And you sitting there like, wow, a cool blanket.